Everybody wants to be efficient with their time. Nothing beats the satisfaction of completing whatever checklist that's been made for the day, making the most of the short misery we call life. Unfortunately, most people are lazy and unproductive, like me. And if, like me, you want to feel the sense of accomplishment that comes from getting stuff done efficiently, then you need to play Pikmin. Now, I'd wager that most of you watching this video have no idea what a Pikmin is. You probably think it looks like a baby game made for babies. And with all due respect, that's fair. Pikmin is probably the hardest Nintendo series to sell to someone. Audiences can generally gauge the appeal of an IP by its aesthetic. Simpler art styles generally have gameplay that's more accessible and appealing to everyone, while more complex styles are geared towards autistic people, like me. But Pikmin sits in this weird limbo. The character and creature designs are all cutesy ugly in contrast to the gritty and realistic environments. The music and aesthetic might trick a potential buyer into thinking that this is a cozy, relaxing game like Animal Crossing. And they'd be right, if Animal Crossing took place in World War II. This is a unique real-time strategy game where you command an entire army of little vegetable ants called Pikmin that do simple tasks for you automatically, like carrying stuff, building those ladders that medieval armies would use to climb over castle walls, slaughtering the innocent, and other war crimes. There are 3 types of Pikmin that each specialize in certain roles. Red Pikmin are better at killing things and are immune to fire. Yellow Pikmin can carry bombs and backwards long jump, and blue Pikmin swim. This might make Pikmin sound like a simple puzzle game where you just match the right Pikmin with the right task. But there's one crucial element that makes it one of the most complex and dynamic strategy games ever. Dandori. Dandori is the strategic core of what makes Pikmin top tier. What's Dandori, you ask? Well, according to series creator Shigeru Miyamoto, Dandori is the art of organizing your tasks strategically and working with maximum efficiency to execute your plans quickly. It's a term coined by Pikmin, but I think it should apply to any video game that encourages you to manage your time. When you save certain actions or social links for a rainy day to get bonuses and or keep a day for being wasted in Persona 4, that's Dandori. When you build sprinklers and other tools to water and harvest crops faster in Stardew Valley, that's Dandori. Dandori can even apply to real life. Say you're microwaving some kid cuisine for lunch because you're a broke-ass college student who has no future. It'd be boring to just sit there and stare at the timer, so while you wait, get a napkin. Pour yourself a drink, find a YouTube video to watch while you eat. By doing these quick menial tasks while kid cuisine is exposed to radiation, you won't waste time doing them after it irradiates your kitchen. Trying to figure out how little time you can waste in being efficient? That's Dandori. Dandori is why I never play New Game Plus in Persona, because trying to max out all the social links in a fresh playthrough is just more fun. But the problem with going for these perfect Persona runs is that 1, these games are long. We're talking about 60+ hour RPGs here. And 2, it's really hard. Between dungeon exploration, reading smut, playing baseball, loitering with friends, fishing, sleeping at the movie theater, and dating your teacher/maid, what the fuck, Japan? You need to consider nearly every in-game option when choosing how to spend your time, to the point where it gets suffocating trying to plan multiple months ahead to avoid future consequences 50 hours down the line. By comparison, Pikmin offers a lot more breathing room and doesn't let you put your teacher on the sex offenders registry. It's a significantly shorter game that focuses more on planning for each individual day rather than optimizing an entire school year. With only 30 days to gather the 30 parts of your crash-landed ship and an in-game clock that constantly counts down to sunset, Pikmin can seem daunting to simply beat. But unlike Persona where you can only do one activity at a time, Pikmin allows you to tackle multiple tasks at once. Remember that Pikmin do stuff for you automatically, so while you send one group to carry a ship part, you can have another destroy a wall, kill enemies, or reproduce. In other words, Dandori. You get all the satisfaction from efficiently planning without the added stress of whether you're skilled enough to complete certain tasks. It's a lot easier to fit dinner into your schedule when you don't have to cook the meal yourself. Plus, if you're ever unsatisfied with your progress, you can always go back to the main menu and redo the current or previous day. Having dozens of Pikmin doing 10 different things simultaneously is fun and surprisingly relaxing, but don't be fooled into thinking that makes this game unengaging like one of those city builder mobile games. Just like the cool and epic Resident Evil franchise, Pikmin gameplay expands well beyond the first playthrough. Both series are designed around replaying for speedruns and pushing the game to its limits with Dandori. For example, this wall in Forest of Hope surrounded by water can normally only be destroyed with blue Pikmin, which you can't obtain until you unlock Forest Navel after going to Forest of Hope. So clearly this obstacle is impossible to clear without blue Pikmin, right? Wrong. You might have noticed in the process of destroying other walls that if a Pikmin lands directly on top, they'll still attack it. So if you aim just right, boom. Those guys are going to drown once they destroy that wall, but still, seemingly impossible task made possible, and if it wasn't for the game's design around Dandori, players would never push themselves to discover tricks like this. Your first playthrough might take around 25 days, your next 16. If you get good enough, you could even get it done in 6. That incentive to be faster, combined with the philosophy of Dandori, makes Pikmin endlessly replayable. However, there are a few icks that keep this game right below the edge of perfection. First, the controls. While Pikmin was originally designed without them in mind, the addition of motion controls ends up being so intuitive that makes the original unplayable by comparison. Motion controls are objectively the definitive way to play this game. It's much more responsive, allowing you to aim when throwing Pikmin, and is the only way to do certain tech like the water wall one I talked about earlier. But unlike Splatoon where the motion controls are always fucking on, making them annoying and disorienting, Pikmin's motion controls are only active when you hold throw or whistle, which means you don't have to constantly hold the controller steady or calibrate your aiming. Going back to playing this game on a controller after experiencing motion controls is like going back to a wheelchair after some asshole breaks your prosthetic legs. Technically functional, but a little clumsy. Not to say that the original controls are bad. Every action from whistling to controlling Pikmin feels natural, except for changing between Pikmin types, which is done by holding A and then pressing R, instead of just simply pressing R. The R button by itself doesn't do anything, and either way you're going to be pressing it, so why not add a control scheme that requires less input for what should be a simple action? This can hinder the flow of gameplay by making it unnecessarily annoying to manage your Pikmin cult, especially when their AI is not the most reliable. The pathfinding for Pikmin is pretty bad in large groups. It's nearly impossible to take a field trip across a bridge or around a corner without someone getting left behind, and I feel really sad when I accidentally abandon one because of this, so yeah. These are minor nitpicks at the end of the day, so if any of them turn you off from the game, then you suck. You just suck. Pikmin is a timeless classic that every Switch owner needs to play. Dandori alone makes the gameplay feel so unique, and is executed so well. Despite me just getting to the games this year, Pikmin has easily become one of my favorite video game series of all time. Okay, we only need one more ship part left in this area and like 30 seconds to get it, so come on, pick up the pace, people. Come on, kill that guy, fucking kill that guy, murder him, eat him, fucking cannibalize him. Oh shit, 10 seconds left, come on, move faster, people, come on, please, I do not want to come back here, please, I need to be optimal for this speedrun, please, come on, no.